In this video, I'm going to show you how you can structure an article to get it ranked high in the search engines like Google. So for the purpose of this example, I'm going to pretend that we have a niche website in the fish keeping niche. So the first thing we need to do is find a keyword to target. And I'm just going to do that using the Google auto suggest method. So I'm just going to type do goldfish, just type in something related to the niche. And that gives us all of these different keyword ideas here. And obviously you can get more keywords by typing different letters, etc., etc. For the purpose of this example, I'm going to pick this keyword here, do goldfish, get lonely. Very sad topic, but we'll go with that one anyway. So do goldfish, get lonely. So the first thing you need to do is click on it and see what's already ranking. So the goal here is to identify if you can actually rank for it in the first place. Is it worthwhile creating content to target this keyword? Because if the only sites ranking on this page are like really, really big, popular sites with high authority, then chances are you're not going to want to create content for that keyword. But looking at this one here, we've got Quora at the top, Reddit. We can see here we've got a blog, a couple of videos, we've got an article from a newspaper, and then we've got a few more what look to be like niche websites. So given that these websites, Quora and Reddit, are ranking at the top, this is a fantastic keyword to target. It doesn't really get much better than this. I don't know what the volume is on this keyword. I would have to run it through a keyword research tool to find out the search volume, but for the purpose of this example, we're just going to assume it's got good volume. And given what keyword it is, I imagine that this one will have good volume. And you can tell it's got good volume when you click in and there's variations of it in here. You know it's a keyword worth targeting. So the first thing you're going to do is you'll grab that keyword and you'll create the title for your article. The title is obviously going to be a H1, and I'm just doing this in a Word document. Might help if I spell it correctly, so definitely do that. But that's going to be the title of our article. So this is our target keyword. The important thing here is you want to get that as close to the front of the title as possible. Now, if we take a look in here, and just see if there's anything else. So we've got do goldfish get depressed. So we will still have room in our title before it gets cut off from this search. And what we want to do is we want to grab somebody's attention. We want to get them to click. Now, we could just add something random here, like find out now, but we may as well try and target an additional keyword in here if it's related to the topic. So do goldfish get lonely, and we've got do goldfish get depressed. So what we can do is do goldfish get lonely, do they get depressed? Now, I would obviously check the character length of that to make sure that it does fit. Looking at that, it probably will fit. For the purpose of this example, I'm not going to go that far into detail, but just so you can see that I've now killed two birds with one stone. These two keywords are very closely related, so what I'm going to do is cover them in the same article. So then what you need to do is build out the subsections, and the easiest thing to do, this is how I construct all of my article outlines. This is one of the easiest ways to get content that ranks high, because this is Google saying this is what we want to give our users. This is the information they're asking. So if you provide all that information in one bundle, one article, we'll rank your article. This people also ask section, that's exactly what they're saying. So what you need to do is just find from this keywords that are relevant to this top one, because although it says people also ask, this section can sometimes veer off on a bit of a tangent and it starts becoming unrelated. So here, do goldfish need to be in pairs? It's perfectly relevant. So I'll just put do goldfish need to be in pairs. Will goldfish be sad if they're alone? Goldfish sad they're alone. And is it cruel to keep a goldfish alone? So these, as you can see, these are actually, although they're talking about the same topic, they don't overlap each other in terms of subsections. So it's fine to have, is it cruel to keep a goldfish alone? It's fine to have these. What you wouldn't want is, let's say, if I've got an example here. When you click on these, by the way, it'll expand and give you more questions. I'm just trying to find one. No, but sometimes what will happen is you'll get two questions. For example, another question should you have two goldfish? Spell it wrong again, doesn't matter. But if two questions came up like this, obviously they're basically the same question, just reworded. So what you do is you just pick one of them and put that in. You don't want overlapping keywords within the article. So do goldfish need to be in pairs? Will it be sad if alone? Is it cruel to keep a goldfish alone? And there was another good one. Can I put a new goldfish in with my old one? So can I put a new goldfish in with my old one? So you've got the question here, do goldfish get lonely and do they get depressed? You've explained immediately this question here. You've covered this side here, so you've covered both, because what if you didn't cover this section, what you would then do, you'd go to Google, you would search this keyword and you would repeat the same, get the people also ask from here. So I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to go, how do you know if your goldfish is depressed? So will the goldfish be sad? I'm just going to put in, how do you know if goldfish is depressed? So as you can see, this article, it very efficiently answers this, it answers that, and it goes on to give people a little bit more information. So all of these would be H2 headings within the body of the content, and that in itself will be a very well structured article that would have a very high chance of ranking. Obviously, it's going to be dependent on your website's authority, the amount of content that you've got on. But if you're using this method to produce your content, every piece of content that you're producing, then there's no doubt about it. You're going to be creating content that ranks. Something else you also want to do is at the very top, add what's known as, or what I like to call, a hook. So no pun intended. There we go. We're talking about goldfish, and I'm going to talk to you about the hook. So what you want to do is, when Google tests your content to see if to check its quality, what it does is, let's say you're ranked on page 100 initially, it'll very briefly push your content up and see how people engage with it. So what you want people clicking on your content, and you want people to find out everything they need on your post. You don't want them to have to go back to the search and then click another result. So that's what Google's looking for. So what you want to do in this section is immediately capture their attention. That's why I call it a hook. So I'm just going to put here something like, you just bought your first goldfish tank and got a brand new goldfish. Now you're wondering if the goldfish needs a friend. In this post, you won't answer the question. So what you want to do here in this hook, you want to initially sort of explain the situation they might be in. So you're pulling them in, and then in the next sentence, you want to go over this keyword again, reiterate the keyword, because that's what they're searching. They want to see that keyword. So if they see that keyword in here, not only will that help you rank, but psychologically that'll encourage them to keep reading your post. So in this post, I'm going to answer the question, do goldfish get lonely? Well, if that's something you've been wondering, keep reading to find out. Obviously, that's just a really quick example, but that's the type of hook that you want to put your post. So you want a title like this, a hook, and then you want your content to be, the structure to be based off this people also ask question. So this was just meant to be a really, really quick video. It actually went a little bit over the time that I was aiming for, but hopefully it helps you out. And if you do put this method into action, you will create content that does rank high in search engines.